Some songs, if you know violence, it's encouraging violence. Why are you playlisting it? When they figured out R. Kelly who got found guilty, didn't they take him off the playlist? Because he did something bad, right? So you're telling me that these companies, these big conglomerates that are making billions, they know that, hey, this guy did something bad, even if his music maybe lightly refers to it, we shouldn't support the music. Yet, in the same breath, they're promoting a lot of this shit and they get to hide their hand because no one will point the finger at them.
So you just pointed the finger at him. Let me ask you this question.
My boy's saying that loud.
Let me ask you this question. This shit loud.
This shit loud.
Fuck
Stop.
you talking about.
Voice.
Let me ask you this question, man.
Talk to me.
When can I patch this shit up between you and Freddie Gibbs, man?
Who, Freddie Gibbs?
Like, when can I patch this shit up between you and Freddie Gibbs, man?
Yo, can I ask you a question? What do y'all think is going on with me and Freddie Gibbs?
I just hear you talking crazy about
You
him.
hear me talking crazy about him.
Yeah, I didn't see Freddie say nothing about you lately. I seen him back in the past. He was posting up a bunch of memes.
The memes was funny. I loved it.
Yeah, the memes was funny. They was
I
funny.
didn't see his side. I seen back with this when he had his old Instagram.
Yeah.
Okay. So the memes are funny, right?
They was hilarious.
Okay. All right. So they're hilarious.
Yes.
Like, do you remember all the memes? Because I could tell you the memes.
I don't know them all. I don't know all
Let me ask you
of
a question. If I posted a meme right now, like, y'all got kids?
Yeah.
He got kids. I don't.
Okay. If I posted a meme right now of you in a casket and me like dancing over the fact that you dead, or me posting memes that might be funny to people, but it's also in the same breath having a threatening overtone to it, are they gonna be funny to you? You got kids, you got family, right?
I don't know. It might be funny.
I
It
ain't
might
see
not
that
be
part.
funny.
I seen the jokey shit.
I didn't see none of that.
I didn't
shit.
see the. I'm just saying. I seen little pieces.
But you
of
probably
jokey
seen it because everybody sent it to
and I think
you.
y'all
You know
was
what I
going
mean?
back and forth, snapping about some shit. I think this was part of Instagram and some shit.
You want me to give the full thing? And this is why I realized, by the way, I think he's trying to do some, my audience isn't necessarily the audience that listen to his music. I think he probably is like, yo, if I
Let me ask you a question,
antagonize this guy, I'm going to get some cross promotion.
No, you like his music. Do you like, he's a good rapper, right?
I don't listen to Freddie Gibbs.
Do you don't listen because of the what's name, or you don't listen because he know how to rap? No,
I'm not no hater. He knows how to rap.
Okay, all right.
But you know what I mean? Like, again, in my regular day-to-day, I wouldn't listen to his music. But I saw he was nominated for a Grammy like last year. I had no problem. I said, nigga could rap. But that's one of those things where, like, I kind of think it's a little bit, maybe it's karma in terms of, like, I've gotten a lot of rappers. Essentially, it started by this. I called him irrelevant because he was calling Jeezy relevant. Jeezy not selling like Jeezy numbers in 06. So Jeezy had sold some records. It was like, I don't know, it was like 40,000, whatever the case is. And he said, damn, yo, that boy is irrelevant. He got it, whatever, with Jeezy. I'm on a talk show, just like y'all on the podcast. You got to discuss what's going on in the culture. So the topic was, damn, well, how you feel about Freddie Gibbs calling Jeezy irrelevant? So I thought about it. I said, it's kind of interesting that he's using sales as a barometer. Like, let me ask you, Gilly, because you were one of them rappers who, did you always use sales as a barometer, or you're like, nah, like you don't even talk that talk?
He ain't even sell no rap. So don't even worry about it. He's a fucking bum rapper. Don't even mention no sales. He didn't sell shit.
Man.
At the end of the day, you can run around here, and a lot of these rappers don't sell no records. You feel what I'm saying? But they make a shitload of money. They do their shows. The majority of the rappers. The majority of the rappers don't make no money other than show money.
I didn't even say it to say that. I was making a point to say, if you're gonna use sales, you're not even a nigga who sell records.
Right.
So if you're gonna use sales to shit on someone else, I could use sales to shit on you and say, if you're calling that guy irrelevant and you don't sell much different from him, y'all are both irrelevant. Right. Touch the nerve. Right. Touch the nerve. Ever since then, he got really spicy with me. Yeah. You know what I mean? So at that point, he was kind of getting a little bit like, hey, I guess he see me on Twitch. And this is before a podcast popped off. And by the way, I know he knows that now because he's never revisited. So I made a proclamation. I said, brother, this is when I bought like a $2 million house in Jersey. He said, oh, look at this bum ass thing, because you're trying to validate my opinion about what I said. So look at this bum ass dude who's in his basement streaming. My son live in a bigger spot than he's in. So I put out the facts and said, brother, I just bought an 8,000 square foot house. I don't think you nor your son live in a bigger house than me. And that's what really touched the nerve. He's been mad ever since. These rappers ain't getting money like that. This podcast is getting more money. Y'all get more money than these niggas.
Don't be putting my fucking business out there like that.
And Dave Porter told me the number, man. He told me the number, man.
I got a sweatshirt on.
Even the sweatshirt got money on it. Look at you.
No, this is my merch. I got
to put my fucking business out there like that.
But, you know what I mean? I wasn't really saying that to flex because I really don't flex like that. But I realized in rapper terms, they only value your opinion when they feel that you're in their league. It's just like when Kanye said to Sway, you ain't got the answers. You know why he said to Sway? He's like, Sway, you're not even at the point, you're not even dealing with the amount of money and pressure that I am to even have an opinion on what I got going on. Freddie Gibbs was a very unsuccessful rapper up until that point. Everything I said was facts, but he got in his feelings. And by the way, I'm cool with jokes. Shit, I said before, I was like, yo, Gilly was getting on my ass before. I never knew Gilly.
Hold on, getting on your ass? What type of shit? No, spicy.
No.
There was some flexible shit you just said.
why am I about to just steal my word?
He's flexible.
That's my word.
No, I'm just saying.
You can't take my word. If I see my word on a t-shirt, I need some ownership.
All right.
Yo, but before I knew this nigga, he did a podcast with Murder Mook and somebody else.
Yeah. You ain't gonna forget that shit.
For real. And he said some shit about me. I said, yo, what I do to this nigga? And I went back to the clips. I said, what I say about this nigga? And I'm gonna be honest with you, I got over it quickly, because I did have it up a little bit. I got over it quickly because I watched this thing. I'm like, Gilly's a fucking fool, man. Gilly gives it up like that to everybody.
Right. I just call it how I see it. Like the 21 Savage joint, when I did the sign, when he pulled the sign up and I said something, I be playing around. I don't because at the end of the day, I don't know you.
Nah, you was playing this gangster though. I'm gonna be honest with you. He a real street nigga. You can't do that with him, man.
I'll do it with who fuck I want.
Stop.
No. 21 Savage.
That's my
nigga. A businessman. Don't put that imagery out there. You just marketed some stuff we can't be marketing. You just said something about a real street. And you putting that imagery out there.
Yeah, that's my fucking.
And, you just talked about that.
Youngin.
He's a businessman.
That's my guy.
He's an entrepreneur.
What I had to start understanding is that the younger culture, they take a lot of that shit personal. That
why don't they get at you like they get at me though? Freddie, hold on. If y'all say something about
joking.
I'm joking too.
You call Freddie Gibbs a bitch.
Yo, I kid you not.
You call Freddie Gibbs a bitch.
Yeah, but you see, you jumping